Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're okay. My name is Hanna Dorina and here I will explain about mice industry. So, let's take a look. Okay, here's a brief summary of the history of interpreting from ancient times, consisting of Egypt, Spain, and Greece to the colonial era. Enjoy reading! Before we start discussing about mice, let's first know what the difference is between translation and interpreting. So, translations involves converting writing text from one language to another, while interpreting is the process of orally translating spoken language in real time. So, the next part is basic required skills for translators. Number one is language proficiency. Translators must be highly proficient in at least two languages, the source language and the target language. Number two is writing skills. Translators focus on written communication. They must be skilled writers able to convey the meaning, style, and tone of the source text accurately in the target language. Number three is attention to detail. Precision and attention to detail are crucial for translators. And the last is time management. Meeting deadlines is important, as translation projects often have tight schedule. And then we move on to basic required skill for interpreters. Number one is oral proficiency. Interpreters work with spoken language and must be fluent in at least two languages. Number two is interpersonal skills. Interpreters work in real-time interactions and need to establish rapport with clients. And number three is quick thinking. Interpreters need to think on their feet. Number four is cultural competence. Understanding cultural nuances, gesture, and customs is essential to ensure effective communication, especially in cross-cultural situations. And then the number five is concentration. Interpreters need to maintain focus and concentrations, especially during long or complex conversations. And then the another slide is sub-competence for a translator. Number one is CAT tools. Number two is editing and proofreading. Number three is localization, and the last is quality assurance. And then we will talk about sub-competence for interpreter. Number one is simultaneous interpreting. Simultaneous interpreting works in real time, conveying spoken messages as the speaker talks. Number two is whispered interpreting. In situations where simultaneous interpreting is needed for a small group or individual, whisper interpreting is used. Interpreters must maintain clarity and volume while speaking softly. And the next part is consecutive interpreting. Consecutive interpreters specialize in interpreting after the speaker has finished a segment of speech. And the last is cultural competence. Interpreters need to be culturally competent to navigate diverse cultural contexts and ensure accurate communication. And yes, the next discussion we will talk about mice. So number one is meetings. Meetings can be for internal company purposes or involve external stakeholders. The purpose is to bring together people from one company, industry, or project to address challenges, discuss plans, and set goals. And number two is incentive. Incentive travel programs are designed to motivate and reward employees or partner for achieving specific goals or milestones. These programs often involve travel to desirable destinations as a reward. Next is conference. Conference take meetings to the next level and are designed for a large corporate group to share knowledge across several days. They often include not only key members of the organizations, but also guest speakers and the general public. And E for exhibitions. Exhibitions are essentially trade shows where an organization promotes its key products and services to the public. They are hyper-focused events that drum up business and help employees to network and build lasting professional relationships. Types of meetings. Number one is associations meetings. Professional or industry associations host meetings to update members on development, providing training, and facilitate networking. Number two is corporate meetings. Corporate meetings are an integral part of business operations, allowing organizations to communicate, collaborate, and make important decisions. And then covenant meetings, which the covenant from all over the world are participated. For example, WTO, APEC, and IMF conference. Types of incentive. Number 1 is travel incentive. Travel incentives can include all expenses, paid trips, cruises, or vacations package. And the second is financial incentive. Monetary rewards such as cash bonuses, gift cards, or financial subsidies are used to motivate individuals or teams to meet or exceed performance targets. Product rewards. Participants can earn or win items such as electronics, appliances, luxury goods, or company-branded merchandise. Types of conventions. Number 1 is Congress. A congress in the mice industry is significant and often large-scale, catering all professionals, experts, academics, researchers, and the stakeholders from a particular industry or field. Number 2 is conference. These events serve as powerful catalysts for the exchange of knowledge, the exploration of emerging trends, and the promotion of collaboration among participants who share common interests and objectives. And the last is types of exhibition. And there is 2 types. Number 1 is trade show. It's a specialized event designed to bring together businesses, industries, and professionals for the purpose of showcasing products, services, innovations, and networking opportunities. Number 2 is consumer show. It's an event designed to connect businesses directly with consumers. Mice industry is very interesting, isn't it? Apart from having many activities, mice also have a very big impact. Let's discuss it. The first impact is tourism promotion. Hosting mice is a way for destinations to showcase their attraction, infrastructure, and hospitality service, thereby promoting tourism beyond the event itself. And the number 2 is infrastructure investment. To host mice events, cities often invest in infrastructure development, including conference centers, exhibition halls, and transportation facilities. And the number 3 is cultural exchange. International conferences and events foster cultural exchange by bringing together people from different countries and backgrounds. And the last discussion is the preeminence of holding the mice in Indonesia. Modern infrastructure. Major Indonesian cities including Jakarta, Bali, Surabaya, and Bandung offer world-class infrastructure including convention centers, hotels, transportation, and technology to accommodate large-scale mice events. Number 2 is diverse cuisines. Indonesian cuisines is renowned for its diversity and flavors. And the number 3 is government support. The Indonesian government has been actively promoting the mice industry by simplifying visa processes, offering incentives to attract international events, and investing in infrastructure development. And the last discussion is warm hospitality. The Indonesian culture is known for its warm and welcoming hospitality, ensuring that events participants feel comfortable and valued throughout their stay. And finally, we are at the end of the video. Hope you like it. Thank you.